Hello everyone, welcome back to Talos Principle 2. I hope you're having a really lovely day. This is the third, I think this is the third pre-recorded episode in this series. And it should be my last one. This should be the last pre-recorded one. I should, at the time of this releasing, at the time of when I'm going to schedule it for release. Hello, Fox. Please don't get stuck on a rock. Oh. Oh, he did it this time. I should be, at the time of release, I should be back from my trip and hopefully have posted. Oh, right. I forgot where we are. Hopefully I'll have posted or be posting soon. Some of the pictures from my holiday. I forgot about this. And the mountains. Right. Okay. Something I forgot last time was to check social media, so I'm going to do that. Mystery of Miranda. For anyone who missed it, Byron's expedition has recovered evidence of the existence of another person. Someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? What does it mean? Maybe there's another city out there? Who says there was only one simulation? Maybe there are thousands of people we've never met. I really hope so. There's only one founder. I hate to agree with Thecla, but all historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There's more that we don't know than there is that we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do we think Miranda's from Earth? There's no evidence to support that idea. These are really two very different ways for the conversation to go, but I'm interested in other attempts. Some people affiliated with the Institute for Applied Pneumatics tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century, the dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside that system with it. There was also a similar attempt by another organization, but without the test of free will that Alexandra Drennan devised. According to Lithracer, it never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. Could there still be others out there? Theoretically, yes, but even our dam would have collapsed without extensive repairs, and even a nuclear power plant would have run out of fuel by now. Cat-sitting advice. So I'm cat-sitting Yakut's cat, Bruce, and he keeps peeing on my charging pod. Is there anything I can do to prevent this? Clean it very, very thoroughly, so not a single trace of smell remains. I know it's hard without the ability to smell, but we do have some cleaning agents that should do the trick. Contact me on private if you need a list. Oh, and make sure Bruce isn't distressed by something. Cats don't like being moved from their territory. Maybe it would be easier if you just moved him back to Yakut's place and fed him there? No, Bruce is just a bastard. He loves peeing on anything electrical, chewing on cables, and generally just breaking stuff. This is normal. And I warned you, Pellegrino. I could have given him to Neith. She's used to him. But he's so fuzzy, and I love him. Ah, cats. Yep. Okay. Here is 4. There is our Sphinx. That's an interesting structure that I want to go explore. I was distracted by a fuzzy. Refraction. those look like arrows. Blue. Red. Okay, well, we can do that right away. And then... And then we're doing this. Which gives us red again. And we need blue here. Okay. So we can go. Okay, that keeps that open. And this is the kind of gate that we can't go through. Why do I need this to stay open, though? Oh, I guess I'm just grabbing blue from there. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Not bad, 1K.
Thanks. This is such a cool, like, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a maze or like a labyrinth, but I really like it. Yeah, there's the X. I should see what I've recorded for my research. So I missed an earlier engraving, apparently. Places of longing. Aethelloc. Paris was an ancient city, sometimes called the City of Light, one of the great capitals of the world, home to tradition and innovation alike. It was the birthplace of one of our greatest revolutions in history, the moment that gave birth to modernity in all its glories and horrors alike. The spirit of freedom that was born here, although it was suppressed by enemies and traitors, never entirely faded, and it lived on in the minds of artists for many generations. Maybe something of that spirit still remains in us. I think it's really interesting from like an ethnographic stance to see the Eiffel Tower in a field, like not a city, a field. I'm taking a reference photo in case I want to figure this out later. My guess is 5 will be this way. This is pretty. I'm such a fan of natural archways. Oh, hello! Hello, little triangle puzzle. There's an X again. And that one's got triangle. Transposition. So connector there, blue here. Oh, these gates will come down. Or at least the one. Okay. So we can do that, and we can do we can't do much with that actually. But we can do this. Oh, I see. Okay, so you and you. And then in the meantime, I think I need to bring you over as far as I can. Oh, this might already be. Yeah. That might be as far as I can go. that opened. That opened somewhere. Oh, no. Oh, it's two sides of the same gate. They have to both be powered. I see. Okay. Is there a way? Can I put you over here? But I need... I've stopped talking because I'm thinking. This has to stay on this side. This I'm quite sure has to stay on this side. Well, it does have to stay on that side. Okay. So now we do that. Now we have this. now we can lose that connection. I can put that over there. Do I want that over there? This will be blue. Blue is on this side. I actually need this over there and you here. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. There we go. Ooh, that was a good one. I like that.
I sent the drone to have a look at one of the other puzzle clusters. It seems they remain inert until they're connected. I uploaded the pictures to the log.
Should we check them out with the VTOL?
Let's conserve fuel as much as we can. There's no point in going there if it's all dead.
Remain inactive until somebody gets there. Interesting. Okay. 5. There's a flower. Do we have fire over here? I can't jump on that. Apparently. There. I don't see a fire. This is 5. Imprisoned. Oh, this is new. So it just switches what things are powered. Okay. These both need blue. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna need... yeah. I can do that. That's gonna be... Okay. We get that open. We actually... No, hold up. Okay. Jump start with this. Jump start with this. That will open that. Which will give us... which will give us red. I just... so that gives us red. But we need blue. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There isn't going to be a way. There isn't a way to sustain. Hold up. Yes, there is. Oh, but not at that angle. There we go. That's what we needed. Okay. 6 is this way. I can't tell if that's... Yeah, I think this is another question mark puzzle. I think. Or is this number 7? I'm just coming at it. Whoop. Game lag. Nope, this is a question mark puzzle. Okay. That fox was floating. Reconnected. I mean, you got that right. For some reason, there's already a hole. Open sesame. So we've got red there, and a couple of blue. And another place for a hole red there. Oh no, of course. Can I see? I can't really see. Yeah, that's the wrong angle. Okay, there. And then what? Also, it's not like I can get it. Well, I can get that one there. I'm not sure I can... All the things I'm thinking leave me trapped on the other side. Okay. Well, we can drill the hole from this side. But not... This is what I mean. Trapped on this side. No, I need you to stand here for now. this is more of a I wish I could crawl through copper holes moment. My brain is not doing this one very easily. All right. Can I... I need something that can both stand on a pressure plate and do a second thing. Kind of like that. But then I've got blue. What does blue do for me? I have blue, but it's over there. As far as I can tell, well, maybe this one opens both gates. Or the pressure plate does one of them, maybe. Nope, I'm going in circles. Okay. In the interest of doing some other exploring. It's the second triangle puzzle. I can leave it. I'll come back to it. We have our Pandora over there. So over here, this is probably a lab.
Every site we've investigated has had one of these labs, but they seem primitive compared to some of the technology we're seeing above ground.
Are we even sure that the labs and the puzzles belong to the same people?
There seems to be a connection between the experimental setups in the labs and some of the puzzle technology.
Correlation does not necessarily imply causation, though.
True. But just because we don't understand the connection, that doesn't mean it's not there. What we have here is two things that reflect each other. We just don't understand how that reflection works or what causes it.
Maybe Miranda can tell us.
Atoms. Interesting. Magnetic field. The end. After a lifetime dedicated to the written word, I'm faced with a task I could never have expected. Writing an epitaph not only for myself, but for my species. In the unlikely event that Alexandra Drennan is successful, and one day someone reads this, what meaningful insights can I share into this strange phenomenon that is humanity? I've spent days thinking about it, but now I'm running out of time, so I'll set down the one thought that I simply can't shake. It didn't have to be this way. With more time, we could have found a cure. With a few political victories, we could have been prepared. Change any factor, even by a little, and we would have made it. This isn't divine punishment, it's just dumb luck. I'm reaching for something here, but I don't know what it is. Forgiveness, grace, acceptance? No, I hate the idea of accepting this. Hope, maybe. I feel like this story is unfinished. Maybe it should be. No epitaphs for humanity. I pray Drennan is right. It didn't have to be this way, and yet it was. Charon, from 51 Tales by Lord Dunsany. Charon leaned forward and rode. All things were one with his weariness. It was not with him a matter of years or centuries, but of wide floods of time, and an old heaviness and a pain in the arms that had become for him part of the scheme that the gods had made and was of a piece with eternity. If the gods had even sent him a contrary wind, it would have divided all time in his memory into two equal slabs. So gray were all things always where he was, that if any radiance lingered a moment among the dead, on the face of such a queen perhaps as Cleopatra, his eyes could not have perceived it. It was strange that the dead nowadays were coming in such numbers. They were coming in thousands, where they used to come in 50s. It was neither Charon's duty nor his wont to ponder in his grey soul why these things might be. Charon leaned forward and rode. Then no one came for a while. It was not unusual for the gods to send no one down from Earth for such a space. It was not usual for the gods to send no one down from Earth for such a space, but the gods knew best. Then one man came alone, and the little shade sat shivering on a lonely bench, and the great boat pushed off. Only one passenger. The gods knew best, and great and weary Charon rode on and on beside the little, silent, shivering ghost. And the sound of the river was like a mighty sigh, that grief in the beginning had sighed among her sisters, and that could not die like the echoes of human sorrow failing on earthly hills, but was as old as time and the pain in Charon's arms. Then the boat from the slow gray river loomed up to the coast of Dis, and a little silent shade, still shivering, stepped ashore. And Charon turned the boat to go wearily back to the world, and the little shadow spoke, that had been a man. "I am the last," he said. No one had ever made Charon smile before. No one before had ever made him weep. There is an obvious and perhaps intended interpretation that this is the end of humanity, and the last shadow is the last human to live. But another interpretation is equally possible, that humanity has achieved immortality, and the last shadow is the last human to die. I prefer the latter. Progress notes. Same problem as with trial 108. Repeated all calculations. Same result. Weird. Experiment modified to gain further insights into unexpected error. Inconsistent results. Simultaneous trials affecting each other via unknown mechanism. What is going on here? Okay. Well, that is interesting. And that's like the only thing down here. Which means at some point, I guess I'm gonna be playing with gravity. A lot of algae on that rock. What a weird end. It's like the water wasn't supposed to be that high. And here's Pandora. They're just like sat here. That's a nice. Let's keep that one for my thumbnail. I think I'm basically at time here. Do I have... No, that's where I came. I think I've got... Yeah, I've got a couple more minutes. Let's see if I can wrap up puzzle 7. Oh, there's a ghosty. Actually, I want to talk to the ghosty.
So much to discover on this island that sometimes it overwhelms me. Every lake, every forest contains an incredible, interconnected, permanently changing network of organisms. And every one of those organisms is almost infinitely complex and contains other organisms within itself. It seems impossible to ever really grasp, but then, step by step, I do understand. It takes time and effort, but it's not impossible. And there's a lot of joy to be found in simply taking the time to truly study something. I spent 5 years studying a single flower, and it never got boring.
Miranda is very, Pollyanna. Oh, did I miss 6? No, I did 6. Did I not? I must have missed 6. I missed 6. Oh, because I did the extra one. Those look like dominoes toppling over. Hidden. red is over here. We've got 2 pressure plate. And then red over here. Oh, that's the blue wall, not a purple wall. Okay. But we can do this one. Oh, that's also a blue wall. If I go like this instead, I can do this, and that'll bring that one down. Okay. And then I can go like that. Like that. So we've got red. If I do this. What is the value of opening blue from that? It's to get it this way, isn't it? I feel like I could do it from here. That's the thing. Let's try it. I see. Okay. Fair enough. I see. Okay, so we've got that sustaining itself. And then we can go like this. Which lets us okay, so I'll have to put that one further over, but I could do that. That should make that one visible. Which means I should be able to do this. There. That was satisfying. Okay. Teensy bit longer than I wanted to go, but not bad at all. Okay, guys. That is it for me this week. I hope you are having a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, I mean. Well, I hope you're having a lovely day, too. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.